STATUECON.
Welcome to Constructive Outrage special booth tour with Sideshow live from STATUECON 2024. Thanks to Marco, Collector Zone. You hear my voice? That's how much fun we've been having. But I'm a power through. So, yeah.
Big work on the interpretation of the outfit.
Yeah.
We know the character very simple in the comics, so how take all the tiles and the textures, making a real more
and the
sci-fi.
gesture.
Yeah. Also, in general, I really love all the was behind, but it's an amazing piece.
Work like the back on about
JP.
Okay.
Shout out to P. Yeah. Cool. Like the skulls, the detail.
And all the shout out to Will.
Yeah.
Yep.
When he did this one, I think this defying gravity arm.
Yeah.
I think allowed us to. It was approved for. More, complicated poses. It is a beautiful piece.
Piece, right? Both these pieces about the time where I wasn't collecting statues, I was getting into collecting statues, right? And then yeah. Yeah. Music portrait, but this is still a nice one too.
Yeah.
And Critical Mass, I know he owns this piece. He has not the exclusive, and he still loves it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which was your first water scale piece?
Oh, we're gonna get to it because I see it right over there. It's the one that got me into collecting.
Okay.
It's right over there. But yeah, no, it was a battle between the X-Men line and Avengers line, and there's a statue over there that tipped the scale for me. So let's go right over there. Oh, but of course, this is a classic Wolverine.
Yeah.
Classic, like, this is a staple that I see in a lot of people's X-Men collection. This is their Wolverine representation. Is there any stories this is before your time, or
Well,
who
that
did this piece?
That piece was done by Rafael Garcetti.
Okay.
And
Shout
I
out to
think
Rafael.
Marco Paluf worked on the base, on the mechanical things.
Oh,
Marco
yeah.
Paluf is the sculptor who made the Hulkbuster from the Hulk versus Hulkbuster.
Oh, that's the Hulk one.
And he's very good in all the mechanical things. So Rafael worked on this, and then we jumped into doing some adjustment for the proportions, anatomy, some stuff. So it's a collaboration thing.
Yeah, it's just such an iconic, classic color.
Yeah.
All that good stuff. It's awesome to see this in person because, yeah, like, I don't know if you see the sentinel hand here. It's actually really, really well done.
And this is Ryan.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Ryan's one. Yeah. Amazing.
This one right here. Who did this? Like this?
Ryan, please. I'm sorry. I apologize to all my pals because when I need to make the name mentions, my brain
Just-
block.
no,
No, the name will not come out.
This is good because we don't see a lot of
the
female
Wolverine,
busts.
he made the Hulk,
Oh, okay.
the one size.
The-
Yeah.
the-
The Spider-Man, one side, bust two.
Look how glossy the lips are. That's really well done.
Mr.
Okay.
J.
And we don't see a lot.
Ryan Kenneth Peterson.
It's
Shout
impossible
out
I
to
say
Ryan
good
Kenneth Patterson.
Yes, sir.
Master.
Check this out.
I can hear her say,
Yeah.
Mr. J.
Mr. J, right? She's saying Mr. J right now. All right, cool. Now, Canale. Talk to me about this one. Because
This one is very related with that one we don't see here because we start here, but there is the Venom. The Carnage.
wait.
Carnage is inside the glass.
we can come
Yeah.
to
That one made by this monster here.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, and we was working, I think, almost at the same time.
Almost at the same time.
I started a little early and I finished a bit early, but we was working on the same and we were sharing the, okay, what do you think about this and about that? So was brothers coming out.
Yeah, like, and the thing is too is like that. We'll get back to that one because you're saying this one was made to go, like to complement each other.
Yeah, they
in a
come
display.
Almost very close.
Yeah, buildings.
Yeah.
Both designs was done, the concept by Richard Long.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Richard Long.
Yeah.
Richard Long did the concept. You did the sculpt.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I love the paint. I love the colors.
The
The
painting
vintage.
is-
It
this
is
one is-
like Cat.
Catsapini.
Catsapini, of course.
Catsapini. Shout out to Catsapini because she did great work with the succubus as well.
Yes.
And I didn't know she did this one, but wow, it shows. Wow.
Yeah.
I should have known. It looks so good.
Now we do.
But, this one, before I got into trying to figure out what line I was to go to next, this was top of my list. Seeing it in person, I'm already going to talk to Marco. And then I was talking to Marco, and then somebody else was like, yo, I can get you one too, but you know.
Give it a discount, Marco.
I know, right?
Here. Give it a discount.
This is right here. I got to get this. If I could manage to get it, I got to talk to the wife. Then I could get him to sign the base right here. But yeah, what went into this piece? Like, what was the inspiration for it? Was it a certain comic line? Was it a certain, just the anatomy of the character? Like, what made you want to do a carnage, a scope of carnage?
Well, first of all, when I saw the concept, it was I loved from the first time I saw it.
Yeah.
I was impressed. And I wasn't at that time kind of monster sculptor.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing.
That was your first, right?
I think it was the second because I sculpted the monsters in the base of Hulk Gladiator.
But that is,
like
a complete figure.
Yeah, main figure. And then it was interesting because I decided to go more realistic in terms of anatomy.
Yeah.
You know, with Martin, we were playing, okay, what things we can do to avoid making the same kind of textures, you know, for the skin. So, okay, I said, okay, let me go to for something more like human anatomy, monster-fied, something like that, you know? And then Martin, he went for the skin more kind of oil, monsters, something like that. And it was fun because to make this statue, what I decided to do was to make an écorché. An écorché is basically a human without all the skin. Of course, I tweak the proportions because you can see longer legs, longer. Maybe the chest is a little bit like a down. On the back, the scalp also protrude to the back, and of course all the weapons, the face, and philosophy. But
I love the cell with at least the
yeah,
edges.
Cell
Yeah.
361 is the first
Appearance of
on the
Carnage.
Spider-Man. Yeah, on the Spider-Man comic. It was a huge, fun project. It's kind of complicated, because you work with so many details and intricate parts. It gets a little bit complicated with the time. But when you want to finish, for example, we were working with Cat very close because there is so many things going on. When you see gray, just gray, it is kind of mess.
Yeah.
There's too many things going on. So what I have to do in order to make the painters' life easier is to so they can understand what it is a black stuff.
You give
and
it
what
a
is
design language so that they can follow.
So
What
I
is that
did
volume
some-
that we go in dark and we go red?
but it was a fun project. And it's probably one of my favorites so far.
It definitely is because the way that the ooze is, it doesn't look like it's just part of one layer. It looks like it's layered in there in a really cool way.
Yeah.
What was the decision? When did you come to the decision of making sort of the symbiote stretch out the black parts?
Yeah.
Like, because that is so awesome. How it's off the bat, protruding out.
Yeah. Well, that idea actually came from Matt Mullen. He was directing at that time this piece with me, and he said, "Okay, maybe we can do some of the kind of black stuff going out, and maybe doing some kind of weird composition." And I think it was a great idea. And when I put it into practice, I said, "Yeah, I think it's the best." You have a black these little things right there.
Yeah.
Have like it's looking
Big, convey that like.
comics. Yeah, but the part but yeah, it was.
Okay, so let's flip it. Actually, we just gotta go to settings. Yeah, we back, we get it back. Settings. Let's go to camera. Dun dun dun.
This is live, but
Technical.
This is
Is that the right camera?
Black.
Is that the same one?
Yeah.
How's the audio going? About how you could tell that they awesome because Martin. Guys, but now speed, the was going to be. What was some of the decisions on just this sculpt and the bulkiness of how just
Well, we can come back to the original OG Venom.
okay.
This was
It's over there, right?
no.
Oh, there's one even
No.
before that.
I'm talking about the.
Oh, got you. You talking about
Venom,
Spider-Man.
yeah. Okay.
So when we did that, there was some kind of complaint about the size because he was so crunched and going down.
Okay.
And so this size like a
Yeah.
So, and the interesting is, I continue playing with. At that time, I started playing with the idea of doing his favorite creature. So, start playing.
You can see all through here.
It's not a flesh. It's not a muscle. It's a living thing going over a surface.
Yeah.
So I try to do the same thing with this. The thing is to find that original one. Steve Riojas.
Okay.
But the same painter here.
Anthony. Awesome this whole weekend.
He was in charge to be sure all these green effect on the paint be applied properly. Yeah.
You know what's crazy? There's a lot of controversy. I don't know if you where where they add the green, But like seeing this in person, like I have a somebody that we're on a lot of streams with. He's a good friend of mine, Buck Fangs. He was one of the guys just like y'all putting too much on it. Like it actually looks really good. And he picked up this piece. And then I was talking to him about it. I was like, I'm thinking about getting the Carnage. I'm wondering which Venom to pair with it. It's very highly of this piece. And seeing it in person, I can see why, dude. I would love to have this. Sort of like pedestal that has all of them on it. Like if I could find I don't know if you get through to it. Like it doesn't look as bad as some of the pictures that we would see that was like really blown out. And then as you go up, he's just such a presence. And look at the detail on the tongue there with the teeth. You got the eyes with the red. What was the inspiration to
just to get some contrast?
To get some contrast to it. Yep.
Yeah, playing with the laboratory of Oscar.
Yeah. And that's right there.
And also is this here. That is why. And he's with the part of the mask of Spider-Man, like he's hunting.
I was gonna save that one. I was just like, it's done.
Okay, where are you? Where are you, little
Yo,
one?
you can't hide from me. I already got your mask, Peter.
Yeah,
I already got your mask, Peter. You can't hide from me.
I'm also playing a bit with the idea of the synthesis.
Yeah.
Like,
teasing it out. You got half of the freaking
so it's just
glider.
That's more things we like to do when we do the videos.
Dude, it totally portrays it. Dark Lord, that's all you're good, man. He's doing it on this internet connection. Well, the difference. Now I know why you guys record your content, because you can just record it when we live. It's just,
All right, we're good. We're back. We're back.
We're back. We're gonna drop it again. We started talking about this, but yeah, no, I'm telling you, if you get the symbiote Spider-Man there and you pair it with freaking Carnage, and then you have the Venom, dude, that's a trifecta right there. Now, you remember when I said I was trying to decide on which line to go with? Beautiful X-Men line or the Avengers? This was the one that jumped up. You're scrolling through Sideshow.com, la la la, and then you see a lot of Sideshows. Can you see all of
But that one was what called your attention.
This one, it was like he was just, I love Thor, you know what I mean? I love how they got him in a way where he's not classic.
Yeah.
He's modern, but he still has the Norse. He's not like modern, like I got a trench coat on and blah, blah, blah. It's really, really well done. I was collecting Hot Toys at the time, so I didn't know what a sculpted cape was versus mixed media. So to me, I made the cape look really, really awesome because I was like, I was used to it with freaking Hot Toys. So I was like, how'd you get your cape looking like that? Just got to spend a little time with it. So at that time, I was like, this thing caught me. Like, it started with having the base, and then you say, why am I forgetting? Because I'm so tired. The name Surtur. Yeah. You're having Surtur, seeing Surtur, and I was playing a game called Marvel Heroes at the time.
Oh.
And Marvel Heroes, the last raid in Marvel Heroes was Surtur.
The big boss.
So yep. And then you watch Thor Ragnarok, you see Surtur, and you're like, fuck, that's
the beast.
Hey, that's Surtur. And I was like, see, like
Fun. You say fun.
Yeah, fan. Yeah, I was like, yo. And I'm going through, I'm texting these images to my friend, and then shout out to Star Child. I was sending him, and he was just sort of like, oh. And we both was like, whoa, because I was like, do I get Colossus, Cable, your Cable? Yep. And it was gonna be your Cable, that one, and that, or I was gonna get this. When I see Thor, I was like, is it gonna be Thor, Iron Man macaque with the new light up like that, and then and your Captain America,
both on one,
and then I ordered this one, and then ordered the other ones next payday. I was like, okay, I ordered next two.
Now is the time.
And then I also ordered the Spider-Man, the last Spider-Man you guys had with the
it's one like this.
On the lab.
Steve Lord Spider-Man. It was all.
We stand between Igor Katon and Steve Lord. Igor Katon and Steve Lord.
But this one, I'll share some pictures with you because I have them on my phone of like I'm doing unboxing with this, and I was like, dude, I gotta go get them all now. I was like geeking out. I had no channel, I had no nothing. I was just post like pictures of it and sending it to my group chat, my friends group chat, right? Half of them don't collect, but some of them be like, yo, what is that? What is that? And so, of course, I pulled the trigger on this, and the beauty of it is that he got to sign my hammer a couple of days ago. So I brought the hammer, and I brought the Captain America shield, and I brought also Colossus base, because then I started collecting X-Men again. I didn't even know his name when I was doing this. I didn't even know who Daniel Bell was.
Focus on his hand. The detail of the hand.
Yeah, that's right. Critical brings up a good point. This is something we talk about, like fingers. When you do fingers right, you can tell.
I can take out this side.
Oh, look at that.
I don't think it's going to be because you're going to.
Yeah. Look at that. Just look at that.
Looks real.
Yeah,
looks like a tiny little hand.
You know, it's actually my hand.
That's it. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I took inspiration from my own hand.
Little D. Who has the best hands? Who has the best
Little D?
I have the best hands. Let me just use my hands. So you actually got Daniel Bell's hands.
I have your hands in my
It's a
house.
more Norse hand, but
So, in a sense, I have a piece of you in my own.
Yeah.
home.
Each one
We
of
could
you
say that. We could say that.
owns this piece.
Yeah.
You have a part
I
of
have, you have a
Danny.
piece of Danny. Well, what sold it for me was the. Shout out to Redeemer Collections. Right there. So we work our way from the face. You got Surtur's head. You know what I mean? You got the magma just pouring out, creating the tongue and all of this stuff. And you found the super creative way to give the illusion that he's leaping and catching flight. Yep.
Yeah.
But then you walk. This looks like boot material. Like,
Yes.
The first time I touched the polystone statue, I'm like, yo. And then you get the chain, right?
Yeah.
You get the chain mail on the which gives it the variety. This could have been simply black, but you didn't just do that. You got two different tones in here.
Yes, sir.
And then you also got this bump map material here. And then, of course, veinage is very important when you're working on arms. So you got all of the veinage there. And then the teeth, like everything about this was just sort of like, whoa. And this is what got me. I wouldn't even be here today. Like, honest, I wouldn't be in this con today if it wasn't for this statue right now. Like, that's straight up. So I appreciate getting to meet you and looking at it, because now I get to share Canale pieces, and you introduce me to a bigger world. And sometimes it just takes one piece. You know what I mean?
Did you get your piece signed?
Yeah, I did. I got the
hammer.
Yeah, the hammer.
The hammer signed.
Guaranteed it's on eBay.
Guaranteed. No. You know why?
Search. Hammer, sign it.
$1,000.
No, this piece is never going anywhere. But dude, thank you for bringing this. And then Critical Mass. I know you love this one.
Yes.
This one came out, and all I heard, Martin, was everybody saying, "This is so dope. He is so amazing." But what made them go with the mixed media?
The piece is awesome. I love that, and I was waiting for Taskmaster.
Because you got actually an action where you're actually thrusting out, and usually they can't do that with guns, but you guys can do it with swords.
You can do it with a sword all day.
Now you can do it.
Yeah, right. Oh, you can't do this anymore?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You can't do anything.
I know, right?
But yes, about the fabric, I mean, at least it's
very nice fabric.
Like exactly.
It looks great.
Later, so
it is. I never felt it. Like it's a strong wire too.
Let me ask. I don't know if they ever did. I don't think they did. Has Sideshow ever done like what Prime One did with the Hush Superman, where you have the option of a sculpted cape or fabric?
Not yet.
They've never done that, eh?
No, not yet.
Do you think it could ever happen? Possibly.
Could happen.
Like, do you think it's a good idea? Maybe like release.
It's like another thing.
I think it depends.
200 of these and maybe 700 of these, for example. If
maybe one can be with one officially, and then you can get the possibility to get the option.
Do you know why they did that? Is because of, I'm asking actually, a community was asking for a sculpted cape, and then that
I think it's because they know a lot of the community don't like.
Okay.
They like statues to be 100% sculpted.
Okay.
Because it creates the vision you had for the flow and the movement of the piece, right?
This is exactly what we're talking earlier with the Batman, Batman Dark Knight. I think we see that before that happened in terms of, if this statue is going to have complex composition, let's do the sculpted cape because it's going to fit better with the character and with the action at the moment rather than just rather than the fabric. So, for example, as you can see, Dr. Doom right now is not wearing the cape, but it comes with the cape.
Yeah, I want to talk about that.
If I can jump there, for those who are against the fabric, the good thing is you can remove that and you can see the full sculpt.
100%.
That's what I love.
So you can see
Thor.
Exactly.
I've seen that.
When we put a cape sculpted, we need to put a big key in the back because otherwise it's not going to hold.
You want to see how the full anatomy or whatever? That is not happening.
Oh, yeah.
You can remove, you can see the full figure, all the tiles, all the anatomy. Look how beautiful looks that Dr. Doom, the pose, the balance.
I was telling Jay, like, straight up, I don't even think it needs a cape.
No, it's so. I always thought it was really good. There's so many Dr. Dooms out there. I thought it was really good, and now I see it in person, and I'm like it's even better. Like it really is even better.
Thank you.
So we're gonna go back and have a full conversation with Doom. But I want to hang out on Taskmaster a little bit too, because Critical Mass. I remember we were on a panel, right? And we were like, we were talking about it, and we were talking about the fabric, the cape. You was like, I don't care, I like it. You know what I mean? Like a critical mass said, I don't care, I like it the way it is.
Yeah.
And he bought it. You know what I mean? Because it
Day
is so
one
worth it.
pre-order.
Yep,
Thank you so much. You was the one.
Yeah.
I put extra food in your kid's belly.
There you go.
Luckily, I have one. If not, it will be tough. So.
No. Because Taskmaster is somebody who can mimic anybody really quick, and you can see him with the shield, the Hawkeye bow. It captures. You got the sword. It captures the character very, very, very well. And I do think that this probably would have been. This is the best Taskmaster. It could have been took into legendary status with Sculpted. But like seeing this, it's like everything you would want in.
Well, the tough thing was like first is a B character, so how we can bring that and keep the classic style. So we are talking, okay, we are doing the underwear over that, and I said, we need to go because that is a classic. We can give a nice texture and nice interpretation. The channel really looks nice. I mean, all the pouches, keep the classic, and bring some modern stuff that go with the line we are doing now. It's so
and I like that the paint is not overly. It's like he's been in battle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. He's been in battle. He's strapped up. He's got other things that he can use that he learned from probably other heroes.
Absolutely.
The Hawkeye, you have to quiver with the bow. Like, I love being able to get to see this stuff in person, dude. Because some of the times we do critique a lot. Some of it is. A lot of it is 100% facts.
Yeah.
No, but sometimes you can actually see a piece and then be like, okay, maybe we were a little too hard on it. But.
Well, you could only go by.
You have the exclusive.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Do better pictures. Don't blame us.
Actually, I prefer this
classic,
one.
Yeah, because
the classic. In the beginning when I first got it, I had that one on, and I was swapping them off. But now for the last year, it's been that portrait. I prefer that one.
It's the classic.
Yeah, classic. We had a conversation a couple of days ago about do you really need the exclusives? And some of them, the classic looks better. Yeah, the collector's edition.
But at least you have the possibility to choose.
Yes, exactly. So it's good to have choices.
Exactly.
So me and Shane had a side conversation while y'all talking. He was like, Shane was like, "Man, this actually really does look really good."
Seen it in person, right? I love Venom. There's so many Venoms out there. So I'm like, if you're gonna make a Venom, make it good.
Yeah, I like how the mask's in the hand too.
Yeah, you got the mask in the hand.
That's sweet.
Do it right.
Like, I really like it.
Shane likes this,
right?
Yeah, Buck. I was telling him that Buck is our
Actually,
friend.
casually, Buck likes it. I'm like, well,
Bring
now I
the
gotta
bases down.
Buck Fangs is one of our peers.
The bases are brought down and not served on a platter. You know?
All right, let's start moving this way. But yeah, no, critical. Thank that man for bringing that to life.
I did multiple times.
Thank you, kind sirs.
Multiple times.
Yeah, that's what I never picked up on that from the pictures.
You see the.
So it crashed into it.
Yeah.
Did you do the 1/5 scale Nightmare Joker?
Yeah.
So I love that piece.
The original design on that, where I worked in collaboration with Anthony to try to make that a reproducible piece, was done by. See, I told him his name and now it's
Will Hardwater.
No.
Paul Comoda.
Paul Comoda, my God.
He's gonna have a talking to you when you get back to the office.
I told him the name on the first time we were talking about that.
Yeah. It's a hard name to register.
That's my kryptonite. My brain is magnificent. No, you will not. You will look like a damn talking on stick.
Oh man, trying to drive without a stick is just
And
That's
he made
another
an
story.
amazing design, crazy things around, moving. So yeah, I really enjoyed doing that.
Because you talked about Easter eggs, right? And
Yeah.
that piece,
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
statue is an
Yeah.
Easter egg. Like I had it on a
The
pedestal.
story, yeah. So,
And first of all, the teeth, all the layers of teeth.
crazy. Yeah.
So crazy. So sick, so crazy. And then all the Easter eggs, I kept finding something every day. I would just spin it around and look like I love it.
That is what
love
I
that
more love.
piece.
So when I saw that piece, I need to do that. I need it. Yeah.
And then my son would look, he's like, oh, look at this. And you
Every
can see
time
that.
I
And I've
find
owned it for like a
something-
month now.
It's a piece that keeps giving.
This is real love here, right?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to.
Yeah.
This is pure love.
There you go. Look at that right there, baby. All right, so who sculpted this beauty?
Steve Lord.
Steve, right?
Yeah.
This is the new one?
No.
No.
Yeah. I mean, is the latest?
The latest. Yeah.
It's the newest one.
It's the newest
Yeah,
country
I think so.
From Sideshow.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Does that mean there might be a newer?
I don't know.
Newer?
Nah.
Y'all know how we like assets.
We like doo-doo.
Very nice assets. Very nice
Tell
assets.
us about that.
It's a beautiful piece.
Hey, you the assets
See, you can do
master.
with the fabricate, right?
That isn't dribbler. It's better in the back.
Well, let's take. Could you get a shot like this because our audience is a little different.
I don't think we are
background.
going on
Yeah,
good directions
Yeah.
nowadays with that.
We just want to admire the sculpt.
Nowadays, it gets so out of control.
There we go.
It's crazy what people.
Okay, we're gonna cover you back up. You
We need to
pervs.
increase more respect.
PG here.
There we go.
She's a lady.
Dude, Star Wars, Shane. Come talk about Shane.
Don't disagree.
What do you think about this Star Wars master? And I don't know if you guys can add any details with this.
Basically,
You guys didn't work on this, did you? Did
No.
Jesse work on this?
Jesse is a project manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, but was this his project? That's what I mean.
Okay, I'm
Like,
sorry.
they're
I'm
still
sorry.
part of it. I know they're not a big designer. Like, yeah, well, I'm sure they're
We were thinking about sculptors and yes,
Jesse and Anthony, the
it's
little
not my
people.
fault.
Where's the little ants who work on this project? How's your name even in here?
No, I think it was Matt.
Man, Anthony come here 7 a.m. He's really working hard. Sideshow. He's doing his job very good.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
yeah, that's right. No, it's
He
not,
was working late last night with us.
Yeah.
Jesse.
Yeah.
Working late. So
Working with.
this is the second quarter scale
Yeah.
General Grievous.
The second one.
I own the first one. I love the first one. My only problem with the first one is the arms.
Just take care
Go
of what
back.
you say.
It's like 13 inches.
Just take care of what you say about the first one.
What do you mean?
Because the first one was done with these guys.
Oh, I know. I love it. I
he
love
owns
it.
it. He owns, you're friends again.
Continue.
Yeah.
He heard you say but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's so
Yeah,
deep
I know.
because of the back blades.
Yeah.
So what I did is I actually had to cut my hands and now they face forward, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's just because of the space. I didn't have.
You
It's
desecrated
like 2
this
feet
man's
in-
sculpture.
It's almost 2 feet in depth.
Yeah.
It's
You desecrated this
You don't
man's
even fucking
sculpture.
know.
He doesn't. He bought it, so he got the money.
I own it.
I'm not allowed to ask a question.
I paid the money.
Did you or did you not?
See, we're dysfunctional.
So this piece
Deal with
I
you
Oh, that's
later.
cool. Hurt.
really good. The first piece is the most fragile statue.
Yeah.
I had to pick it up in person, and like
Yeah. What's up?
it's wobbly. I'm putting it, but it's beautiful. Like I love it. I love you see the heart inside.
Yeah.
Oh, the detail.
These don't
And
have-
this
I wish we could see
Yeah,
your
yeah.
it doesn't have like the human heart like the
Oh,
first
okay.
one does. You didn't do this one?
No.
That's why yours is better.
He's kind of hurt.
Ah.
No, but it honestly it looks really good. It's not.
No, but dynamics on this one.
But it's real. Like I mean, it's a lot newer, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
but it's good. It's really good. Depends
really
what
good.
you like. I prefer the OG.
Yeah. I like the depth this causes with the.
Yeah.
But
Avoid.
it's
Yeah,
really
yeah,
nice.
yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
the vortex of
You
it,
get that
yeah.
effect of just he can hit you from anywhere.
Yeah,
And it's impossible to catch him. And he's covering with all of
Exactly.
Yeah, this is why I love the panel that we have because I like Star Wars, but I'm not the huge Star Wars collector. But that's when Shane can step in and talk to all of this
Or
stuff.
X-Men or Transformers.
Oh,
or
come on now.
Rap
Like,
music or
Oh yeah, that's especially about the rap music.
Yeah.
Shane knows everything
No.
about rap.
I know people like.
No. I was.
Okay.
No, all right.
The little, I told you, what the
I know,
little
I
people.
Any-
Like I'm a
all right.
project manager around here.
I will let you. Mr. Star Wars fan, what do you think about this one?
What I like about this,
You like this one?
Matt Black.
Oh, okay. Mr. Black.
Mr. Black.
so I like the floating effect
Sí.
of the pod.
Oh, the floating.
Yeah, that looks really good. My issue with Mando pieces from lots of companies, he's always walking. He's always like in the
He's not
middle of
flying.
a walk.
Yeah, you
a
could be
strut. Like there's a bunch
Like
of them.
a new one that you guys
He's just
got
always
coming
walking.
out. Yeah.
but it looks like it's really
Oh no,
well done.
it's a nice. It's a nice.
If you say,
It's
would you
very
say
well
okay?
done. I like it. I don't like that he's always walking. I don't know why.
No, and I think it's not a set, but it's the clone trooper with the flame that comes out.
Right.
Yeah,
Phenomenal.
like that.
Yeah,
That pose,
and the
great.
light up
Dynamic
looks
on the
great.
fire,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
smoke and the...
But like it's done well.
It,
The details,
Isn't that
nice.
it
Doesn't
has,
take-
it
it's
still
not
has
perfect.
motion. Yeah, it still has motion because it's going.
I just don't know why every company does the walk. With this character, and it's probably
Oh, yeah.
coincidence. It's not like it walks a lot.
Okay, Sideshow probably hates me because this is a piece I was looking forward to. A lot.
Walking away.
I love it.
I love
Say nothing when
I
you walk
love
away.
No,
the
no,
scope.
I'm sitting here.
I love the scope.
But
I love the Dark Phoenix. I love the concept so much.
100%.
100% love the concept.
However,
When it got to the effect, it lost me a little bit. Can you guys? But it's been improving as you guys get to like the Ghost Rider, like the flame effects have been improving, and they're getting really good now. But what was the how do you guys choose which material you guys use to create an effect like flames and is it mostly paint?
I think at that time when Will was doing that project,
yeah,
Just look at the scope.
the light inside,
He's a
I
master.
think they tested and it didn't look quite well
at that
Uh-huh.
time, yeah.
at that time.
Yeah,
And I think right now with the technology we're using, the wireless
That we-
and all
Yeah,
that technology,
yeah.
it's way easier and looks fantastic. Because otherwise, if you put, let's say for example, these thick lights, you can
Yeah.
see you're going to see the spots of the lights.
oh,
You know what I
got
mean?
you, got
Yeah.
you.
So right now, the way we're doing stuff, you don't see any kind of spot. It's different. So
Yeah.
I think sometimes we go to not the safest, but the better option
Yeah.
because otherwise, let's say, oh, it needs to have light, and then it looks kind of weird or
Yeah.
odd,
You can
and
Yeah,
it,
like
it
you
ruins
don't
the
do
whole
that,
piece.
yes.
You know what I mean? So,
not the best.
Because like I want to
Well,
emphasize that
I know what you
I
mean. Like,
love the
good.
concept
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
it.
yeah,
Being
the
able to
concept is
have
beautiful.
freaking Jean Grey and the Dark Phoenix,
Yeah.
like, and then the flames, like it's a
And you have
transformation.
the
piece.
Phoenix on the back.
And you have the Phoenix in the
You know
back.
what I think would have brought this piece to a new level? If this was light up. Imagine it's dark and all this lights up.
Yeah.
He was just
Translucent lights
talking
up.
about that.
What that would look like
He
coming
wasn't
We were
forward.
talking
Like,
about
He
that.
wasn't listening.
that would
Yeah,
be.
We were talking about that.
we just had
Just
that.
He was-
seconds.
No,
He was just some seconds ago.
Come on.
this guy all
No,
about.
no.
He has an adult
No,
ADD.
now they understand.
I
wasn't here.
You were
were
right next to
there.
him the whole time.
You know what?
The audience knows.
I'm
He was
looking for collector's
admiring
tables
all the
underneath
art
this.
around the table, so he was
He's the
absorbed.
saboteur.
Oh yeah.
He was absorbed on the art, so
No,
it's logical. You can be attention everything.
Thank you. Canale.
He's spaced out.
Give it up for Mark. Yeah, he understands it.
You're a good man.
All right. So
Yeah, but pay attention next time.
I'm not the biggest DC guy. I know you guys. I know you like DC a lot.
Steve Lord.
Yeah,
This is
Steve
the same
Lord.
Lord.
Master.
Superman's my favorite DC hero.
Boo.
But Batman could beat him, right?
Yeah,
Prep time.
I mean, who
Yeah,
else?
like
Like a human, no powers.
Yeah.
No one.
yeah.
Exactly.
Even he can't, unless you write it.
I know. Yeah, I read.
Depends on who
Dark
writes the
Knight.
I could
story.
write it and put
And-
I beat
and
the
the
Incredible
last
Hulk.
time
but it
of
doesn't
his
mean I can.
Dude, tell
Just
him.
remember, who was the only
Only
one.
one.
Can I ask you two?
End of the show. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
I'd love to ask you two a question.
Do it.
What do you guys think about Batman being able to beat everyone with enough prep time? Do you think that's bullshit, or do you think he could beat anyone with enough prep time, no matter what?
Just bad.
He could beat anyone
If you
with
beat the
prep
time,
time. Can he beat anyone?
I don't know
Anyone, doesn't
anyone.
matter.
At least Superman was bited by him. So
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. We are talking
He has
about
a
these two
super
characters, right?
Yeah,
We're not talking about.
So you
Yeah,
think
so-
he could beat a dark side?
Y'all part of the
Well,
prep time,
well,
boys. Yeah, y'all heard it here
well,
first.
I mean, you know what? He can sacrifice himself trying to do that.
Yeah.
And that is the thing.
No, and that's fine, but all the Batman fans say
Yeah.
with enough prep time, Batman could beat any person one-on-one.
No, but-
Anyone.
Even Thanos.
Anyone.
even
No one
Galactus.
can do that.
Galactus.
No one can do that. But
Okay, so it's bullshit.
it's
Well,
what?
it's not a
It's bullshit.
Yeah,
Batman
yeah,
could beat
but-
anyone.
But if we try to
But
be
we're not talking
logical,
about that.
Yeah.
We're talking
but
about
just
Superman and
think
Batman.
try to be logical.
Superman,
Yeah.
super powerful and
World,
good all the time.
we're screwed.
No, in the
Because
comic world.
if,
I get
if, if Hulk make a jump, it's going to basically destroy everything
It
around.
would be 100%.
100%.
Like a
So-
bomb just went
Yeah,
off.
like
So
Godzilla
And when he lands, it would be
Oh,
worse.
was it
Oh, it's
Extinction,
getting
just
hurt.
extinction.
What happened with the
I agree.
dinosaurs?
Who knows, right? I know.
But I mean, I think we don't need to be logical on this stuff. I think it's
Fair enough.
the fantasy of saying, oh, the prep time,
Yeah.
intelligent, being smart, and
Yeah.
using all this technology, she could.
It gives people in the world that don't have a
Batman-
chance at
Batman
doing
is an
anything cool.
interpretation of
But it's the
us like a normal human.
Yeah. He's supposed to be us at our best. What we have to offer.
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah, yeah.
So we all agree Batman's bullshit and can't beat anyone with credit.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck,
You heard it here.
I'm agree.
Yeah.
Nobody can do
Smartest man in the room.
That's what's up. See, Sideshow knows.
But Superman gets some kick-ass by Batman. So.
Yeah. We all
We
know.
agree on that?
I agree with you that, because he's the one that ruined it for everybody by letting someone like this beat him. Like, now he ruined it for a lot of the superheroes. Danny Bell,
Mister. Yeah.
Yes,
look
sir.
at this. Look at this beauty.
Go to the state.
Gotham City needs you. You're good. Okay.
So I got a question for you about this. So Sideshow's OG Bane is
Yeah.
very well received. People love it.
Well, no.
People love it.
Yeah, people
Like
like, there you go. Like,
It's a great piece.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
I own it.
This
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
great piece,
I own
but
it.
it's so different.
Different
what
take.
what
Exactly.
gave you the idea to do this exact pose compared to, like, because you want to make it different from the
Yeah,
OG,
very
right?
different.
So
I think
what made you
sometimes-
go with this pose?
Well, sometimes when you make a piece, let's say, for example, let's talk about Batman just for a second,
Yeah.
right? He made an amazing Batman, many Batman, but amazing Batman. It doesn't mean that we can't make more.
Sure.
Different
Different
poses,
takes
on it.
different takes,
Yeah.
different classic
course.
versions.
Yeah.
You know, so for this one, we went for the classic version. You know,
Mhm.
Martin did the monster,
Yeah.
Right.
the
That
big
is
one,
exactly.
the whole
Yeah.
version. You know,
Exactly.
in a crunch position,
In the
his joints.
maximum expression
And
of
this
the
is more
Yeah.
poison.
smart
And,
because this character is really smart. People think he's brutal,
Like the Hulk. Like
The
the
Hulk.
They think he's
yeah.
like the
He's
Hulk.
a technical
He's
guy.
smart.
He's one of the one who could how do you call break in the Batman's place
Yeah, yeah.
in a very smart way.
Well, I mean, he made it serum.
Yeah, exactly. So I think is the representation of this particular piece. It was okay. Let's have this more classic one, big, you know.
Yeah, but not
as
yeah,
monster-ish,
no, yeah.
hulky
More
enough.
realistic.
So if for people who loves this more, let's say the classic version rather than the older kind of hulky version.
Yeah,
you know?
monsters.
It's a different take. You know, it's a different take.
But that's the smart thing to do, right? You don't make the same thing
Exactly.
over. It's
Exactly.
like,
So you have for all tastes.
Exactly.
'Cause
You
we could-
killed everyone.
because we know you got a Batman coming out. We talk about how many Batmans are there out there already, right? So
Quite a bit. Yeah.
a
I keep
lot.
checking.
So, but there is not a Batman like the new one you created. We jokingly, lovingly call it the
Pole?
pole. Yeah, the pole dancing Batman.
Well, you make fun of it.
I know.
I don't.
Cause Batman can get jiggy on the pole. Why not? Yeah, Batman can jiggy on the pole. But yeah, no. But and I said this on the panel. I was like, guys, there's Batmans. As long as the collector eye can see, you can find a Batman. There's no Batman like this. So
That was a bit the idea to
Yeah.
play with something that was not done yet.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Batman, that's not easy.
Yeah.
They're going,
So,
like,
and also the style, because we are very familiar with the short hair of medium. So we say, okay, I love it from the 90s,
Right.
80s, 90s, style.
Yeah.
Long hair. I mean, hair.
the long
Yeah.
years. And the
Yeah.
cow.
Funny, people will listen. Long hair.
Long hair.
What is
Long
it?
hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're
So
correct.
man, that and also the style on the school is trying to don't do kind of real fabric texture because it's trying to go more to the comic,
Yeah.
more 2D, 3D.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that is why.
But the thing too is like, soon as I was like, I guarantee you, we was having a conversation, the show was going on. I was like, I guarantee you, there's artwork that looks like this out there. There's a version of this Batman that is probably the inspiration for it. And then people in the chat just started sending me, check your messenger. And I'm like, we pulled it up. I was like, so like, yeah, there is, and this is what he's going for.
Yeah.
And you know what? It might not be the most popular, but you don't need it to be because there's so many Batmans out there. But the person that really wants this has that.
It's just a different choice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Is always some people that maybe want something beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's good they can have it.
Absolutely. Because they know me. I'm like that. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I love that nobody on the panel
that's the
likes,
thing.
right? And I'm like,
that's really true.
But no, that's really true. No, like that's true. And I'm like, we looking at some Wolverines and stuff like that, and I'm like, I like this real beastly, feral,
overly
mutated,
exaggerated, like.
because he's a mutant. I don't want the 6 foot freaking.
Well, yeah, we don't want that
handsome.
either.
You want 5
You guys want close, because y'all be looking at some stuff. I'm like, yo, just don't make me that.
Purple wants 5.
No, but like, but what the beautiful thing is, like, there'll be a piece. Have no idea what you guys gonna do with Bishop, but I like a very specific one, right? It's not the most popular one. Yeah, no.
Which one do you want?
Jim Lee for me.
I want a bald, energy-filled Bishop.
Right here.
I want him. Can you do a throw pose with weapons and energy?
Make me that color. Right
There we go.
Critical mass. Boom.
You see this chrome dome?
What do you want me to
I
do?
want his head like that. No, yeah. So for me, but when we brought up some pictures, people was like, no, because everybody needs to have the traditional.
Everybody said no.
Yeah, everybody except
Even
me.
in the chat.
So I
said no.
understand when a piece
Thank
comes.
you so much. A couple of chat who asked it.
No. Because but I love the unique pieces. I don't want everything to be the same. We're like, okay, you guys had that hulkish big one,
and you have
and now let's do a new paint update to it. Nobody wants that.
See, that's the beauty.
That's gonna piss people off because they're gonna be like, I just bought this one, now they just paint it. Going something drastically different, it caters to more collectors who are looking. So
and that's the beauty of the
that.
hobby, because I'm not a fan of your version of Cable or Bishop, but if the statue's done well, I could appreciate it. Just like anime, right? I don't collect anime, but I love to look at anime.
Yeah, no.
They're beautiful. They're art.
It doesn't have to
well
be
done.
for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything, dude.
I can still enjoy it without wanting to own it.
We do that all the time. That's
All
why.
the time. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Great.
Hey, man, I didn't even get to talk. I got to chat with you ladies, man. Yep. All right.
You did it on purpose.
No way, man. All right, so as I'm gonna want to take up too much of their time because there's a lot of people here, and I know they want to get things signed. They want to chat with you guys, so I don't want to hug you too much. So we can just start sweeping through and stop at stuff that you guys done since we have you guys here. Yeah. And of course,
Mr. Silver Surfer.
Dude, you know what? Look at this. This right here. Go right there. Go next to Daniel.
I won this piece. Got it signed.
Yeah.
By Daniel.
Look. Wait. We got it. I got to come this way.
We got to do the same pose.
We could take them.
Dude,
Well,
shout out to Collector's Zone Sideshow for putting that giveaway up. And one of my favorite people in the world won it.
Which
Shout out to Multiverse Digest's very own Al for helping me out on the 1 and 2s by actually filming this for us. But yep. So talk about this because this is a piece that I feel like people either love it or say it's this, but I'm like, he doesn't have a lot of emotion. He doesn't have, the only time he's dynamic is if he's doing this, you know what I mean? Or he's doing his thing, but like coming out of the portal, the perfect physique, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Just yeah, like it's like so stuff is so well. Yeah. Well, I was gonna jump him because I was hoping to win this, but he won it. But anyway, but yeah, talk about it.
Look like face.
He's looking happy.
That's so good to have a big mirror in my house, because I can,
Yo, you could just
see myself.
So this is your body too?
Yeah, I didn't
The doors and
want to
fingers.
say, but
It's obvious.
it's obvious. You can tell because of the t-shirt.
Yeah, that's why you wear black, so you're
It's hiding. It hides the muscle.
How well did you needed a model to sculpt after?
he
Just looked in the mirror.
It did, obviously.
Hell yeah.
Every
Looks
single
like
time
stuff every day.
every single time we make a sculpture.
I just love it.
And we start about to work in a statue. We do research.
Yeah.
It is what kind of statues is in the market that will be type of character.
Yeah.
So at the moment, we find a lot of statues, classic old ones, the customs, a lot of statues out there.
Yeah.
And most of them are Silver Surfer surfing Chrome. I don't know why it's Chrome. People use chrome.
Silver. He's a silver certified. He's not a chrome certified.
But it was something that if we did something like that, it could cost, I don't know, 2,000, 150, I don't know, because it's going to be too expensive. Just imagine the rest of the board, right? It's something like this huge, it's like a meter long, and it's going to take a lot of space, and it's going to cost a lot. So you say, okay, there's no, or at least not many in the market, standing pose, really stoic pose, like he is in the comics. You know, he's not the guy who's kind of in the parties,
And that's how he comes out of his
crazy.
He's not jumping out of the windows like Spider-Man.
No, he's not. He's not that, athletic in terms of how he moves.
Yeah.
So he's more
It's like a
thinker.
athlete.
Yeah.
Like
He's
Atlas sort of.
stoic, and he was engaging. I don't know. You can. He's just coming up from the portal.
Yeah.
He could be seeing a war he needs to destroy because he was
He's
ordered by
scoping it
Galactus.
out.
He's in the hell of it. So I think we try to represent that, and people at the beginning didn't get it, but I think with the time they did.
I agree with that.
And I think
At first people didn't get it, and now they appreciate the space.
Yes.
Yes. I didn't need a whole board.
Exactly.
I just needed the surfer on a board.
Exactly.
And he's still majestic.
And I think it is okay to give some time to people, sometimes to get it and to see it in person in the events like this or the events.
Seeing this in person helped with a lot of stuff here.
Exactly.
Really helped.
It helps a lot, not only with this piece, with many other pieces. But I mean, when you're not 100% sure about, should I get it? I'm not getting even the idea, whatever. Okay, take some time because we put time behind the statue thinking, why this should be like this. You know what I mean?
Do you guys ever get frustrated? Is probably a too harsh of a word, but sort of like people's expectations already set or what they would like to see.
Yeah.
And so it's almost you got to give them time to be like, okay, this is what you wanted, but now this is what it is, and then they grow into it like, okay, I made peace with what I visually had high expectations for, or just expectations in general. Maybe I wanted this. We talked a little about this. Some people wanted that.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's happening with this piece too, because like this shit that is beautiful. And then I love the paint with
the paint is beautiful too,
and the different tones and the bluish to the purple,
the white
specks, the white speck, the highlights. All of that stuff is really good.
The people expectations are very hard to match every single time because probably they expecting something that you have not the same idea in your mind, and how you can get everyone pleased is so hard, so complicated. But
and the catch-22 is if you did a full surfboard of him surfing, they'd be like, they copied this custom, they copied the studio, they got
Or
now you give them something original, and it's look at this.
Oh, it needs so much space. Why is that?
You can't win. You can't win for music.
But this one actually, I do see it picking up steam and growing.
And another important thing is if I don't know someday we want to make a full board statue, a big one, we can do it.
You guys have that option.
So I think it has space to make a new one.
For someone like me, I like Silver Surfer, but I don't love them.
Yeah,
so that's perfect for me because I don't want to dedicate 3 feet of space to a surfboard.
Yeah.
That would be perfect for me.
Yeah.
2000.
But look
exactly.
Look at the transition. It doesn't look like a half a board at all. It
Not
looks
at all.
like it's actually
tells a story.
emerging.
It's telling a story.
And another cool thing it is, I mean, the paint looks so good with every kind of environment.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what kind of environment you have, it's going to catch the light really good.
And he's got a nice ass.
See, picture is going to capture the shade.
That's the universe's
And
ass.
another thing,
look, that's
if
the
you make
surfer's
it more
ass.
chrome, more we love the possibility of you can see the muscles because everything is going to look kind of crazy, It's like having a mirror with forms. You can't see the forms because it's reflecting everything.
Yeah.
No,
So
exactly. You see more of the environment.
You can't even
I'm gonna see if there's anybody have any questions real quick before we get out of here.
How many we got? What?
Stanley wants to ask, talk about the Batgirl, if you will.
The Batgirl?
Yeah.
Sure.
What does he want to know?
What do you want to know?
What do you want to know?
What do you want to know?
I could. Yeah.
Man's
What?
mighty.
What made you go in that direction for that specific piece?
For the
So Batgirl?
Yeah.
Well, Batgirl was designed by Richard Long, as many of the pieces we worked. many of them.
Uh-huh.
And that time, I remember he was showing me a couple of the concepts he was working. I was showing a couple of the statues I was working, like a sharing our work at Sideshow.
Yeah.
I said he was just next picture, and hold on a minute, what is that? This is Batgirl. And wow, that's amazing. And at that time, I didn't do any female at Sideshow. It was going possibly my first. I said, man, if no one is like booked for this statue, I don't know, throw my name and see what happens, because I want to try. But of course, it's not just a try, and it's not a kind of try and error. And if it looks kind of weird, Sideshow is wasting money. No, I mean, we have probably the best female sculptors at Sideshow in the world, which is Hot Bottle, it is Steve Lord, Shu.
So how did they give it to you, who never did one?
Because I think no, it's a good question. Because, to me, it was okay, I'm asking something that you never did it before.
Yeah.
But I think I earned trust with the pass of the years and some successful pieces.
Come on, Daniel Bear, man.
It's Daniel Bear. He's like, dude.
I never, as a person and as a sculptor, as an artist, I will never ask for something that I know that it will make something really
or make the company look bad. You got,
you know what I mean?
You got a level of confidence that you felt like you could take it on, and the obstacles you feel like you could just hurdle them.
I knew that it was going to be a huge challenge, because again, it's a amazing female sculptor Sideshow, but at the same time, they were really helpful for me, because I was saying, I was asking them every single time, hey, what do you think about this, about the pose, about the anatomy, whatever. And also, I want to make her look different from all the pieces, more let's say stylized, a little bit, longer legs, a different body type, and the face and whatever. So
I think you struck the balance of not keeping the I don't want to say sex appeal, but it's a very sexy statue. But it's not. It's tastefully done. No, it's done in a way where it's not sexualized at all. But it actually it's very pretty. Yeah. Love her facial expression. I like the bandages. I like how rough she is, but still being able that balance you struck was perfect.
I mean, the whole thing is many things are happening in the statue. You can tell that. I mean, she's driving a bar, called crowbar, and people are saying, "Hey, the Batgirl just killed Clayface with a crowbar." No, that crowbar.
Combination of many.
Yes, maybe it was a final blow.
It's something she found in the environment while fighting him, and
maybe it's the same crowbar that was used by Joker.
There it is.
Yeah, but that's what. Watch the tiles clean up.
Well, she's just like that's freaking. That's and the Clayface base on that thing, like you have to mention that too, because that was a great addition, because there's people who waiting for Clayface. Yeah. And I know you guys got the announcement for Clayface. No, they don't right now. But no, but and here's the Clayface. No,
they're gonna come get you, Sam.
There was people, critical, you might have been one of them, correct me if I'm wrong, but said was like, I've been wanting a Clayface, and I get a background with it, and it's done in a way where you get that representation in one statue, one footprint. So like, I think
Clayface is big. Some people don't want to dedicate
a full one.
Spot.
But sometimes, again, we can see the reaction of the people putting something one statue, not being the main. And the people really want to have something. Okay, maybe this is enough.
I've seen so many statues where it's two really iconic, but one is really getting the best of the other, and sometimes that the one that is getting the best of is not my personal favorite. I'm like, no, like why is my favorite character on his back? So like, but with that piece, Clayface, he's saying he could be anything. He could think he won. She could think she won. Right? You never know. She probably.
But you can see there is some faces.
Yeah.
That was something that I took from comics, but also movies like Terminator 2, when the T-1000 was T-1000.
The T-1000
was melting. kind of his,
And he's showing the different.
yes,
Yeah,
he
the
was
different
shifting
forms,
from
yeah.
all the forms he was looking from. I was saying maybe we can put that,
That's
you know,
That's
See, that's what I love to hear. Shit like this. Like
Yeah.
How you. What you train an artist to
Yeah.
do this.
he's a shapeshifter, so maybe we can put some of like he's dying, he's
That is-
colonizing.
Balance
That
between the
is,
beauty and the beast. Because that is also the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much there.
I don't know if y'all guys saw the Michael Jackson video too. Remember, if he's black or white, and then the faces are just forming and changing.
So
No,
Daniel,
no, no, no.
any other female characters on the list right now that you plan on or that you Yeah?
Expecting more.
more on the pipeline?
Any hints?
That's-
Kim, are you allowed to say if one might be a Marvel character in the future?
Or could be DC.
Could be.
Oh, I like
That's it.
That's it. That's
right.
I think it's fair.
I like how you like you guys have been ping ponging. It's sort of like you don't get too deep down a hole of like just DC. Like you spread it out. You got
Yeah.
something you be like Marvel, and just when you think you're gonna do another Marvel, it's like nope, I'm back
My,
to DC.
my realm is the character needs to be a piece. It doesn't matter if
It doesn't
Marvel,
matter.
if
The
DC,
licenses don't matter.
It's to me not going to matter.
Hey, thank you guys for adding some. Shout out to Vader with the
I told you I was going to teleport here.
Like, but yeah, no, and that's what it's all about because yeah, like I remember seeing it. It was on a channel, and I think you liked the comment I did, and I was like, oh, thank you for the comment. You like my comment? Because I was like, it was for the Dark Knight with the lightning bolt, and I was like, I'm not the hugest DC collector, but man, this is making me want to do it. Something like that. Get in the comic, and you was like, and I was like, he liked the comic, but because I was like, and I think I said, now you need to get back to Marvel.
It's a big fun.
All right, let's get the guys out of here. If we're gonna keep going, if you guys want to stop at any of these, let us know. Or we're gonna keep moving. But this is an OG classic, dude.
Come on.
This is an OG classic. We have to pay some respect to this thing. Because me and Shane stopped here and was like, whoa.
We still
this
agree
stuff
that this is
crazy.
arguably the best Joker on the market today.
Dude.
And that's saying something.
Because there's a lot of great
We're not the only collectors who think that it is. There's
Thank
others.
you.
I know Alex from Red
No.
Tiger.
Oh, hey,
That's okay. That's okay.
hey, no. Get
I
that
accept
right there.
My Joker is not the best
man,
because
y'all
Martin
missed the
did
type
the
of
best
stuff.
one.
This is not competition, my friend.
No,
Yeah.
it's a competition.
You are winning on everything.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
No, this is the best.
No. Hey,
It's just so different.
No, it's
Yeah,
different.
exactly.
And
Nice little museum
But
piece
again,
compared to
Yeah.
a very
Bang,
vicious,
yes,
sadistic Joker.
Exactly.
Yeah, when I was doing my Joker, of course, I had many references from this one, and I wanted to make it different, but at the same time to get the best from this at the same time, you know.
Yeah.
And the expression of this one is so crazy, so mad that it's Joker.
But it goes back to what we said earlier too. It's just that like,
Many.
I tried
it's
to
such an
go like
iconic.
as close I could without doing a copy of what Brian Boland did with the Killing
Sure.
That
Yeah.
twisted, dark
Yeah.
background on a funny exposed guy that is a crazy killer.
Yeah, and
So that
another,
is what I tried to.
But when did you sculpt that?
Yeah.
That's what? 10 years old?
That was, I think,
Even longer?
let me remember, but I think it was 2012
There you go. So 12
when
years old.
that was present on
So just
Sideshow
the fact
Comic-Con.
that this holds up
This-
still today is a testament to how
I
good.
first seen this when Fatal the Collector got it, and he just was like, I was on his channel, and then he was like, you want to see something? And then he put the scope like right there, and I'm on the end. I was like, that's new. He's like, that's new. That scope is freaking crazy, and it still is. Look, it has such a
Maniacal.
Yeah,
look
well,
at,
that's
like,
sadistic.
yeah.
I
like,
enjoy
dude,
doing
like,
that.
dude,
Like it's Joker.
you captured so much of Joker just with this part,
And
then
yeah, you
just
have
did,
the
like,
another head with the hat and
yeah,
in the
they were
lip,
too.
more crazy
and
looking.
there's one thing I
Camera
want to
jump.
say about this one.
No.
This is one that
I
I
think
don't
it's,
mind fabric on it.
The
That's the case.
Fabric really
Exactly.
works good on
Yeah,
this.
yeah, exactly. So
And he got the steel toes. Look at those. Look at this
Bad
beautiful
shoes.
Yeah.
Boss.
He's ready to go out on town.
I like the base too.
yeah,
It's
it's
simple,
a bit
it's
the carnival,
small,
yeah,
but
but
it's nice.
kind of the comedy and tragedy.
Doesn't take
Yeah,
away
yeah,
from
yeah.
Joker. It adds to it.
Yeah,
I think I wasn't collecting at the time, and then when I was looking into DC pieces, everybody was like recommending, like look
And
at
this
this joke,
was
look at this joke.
all traditional. So I remember taking a lot of pictures, trying to get the pose for hands, and
Yeah.
looking on the. I live close to a place where sells antiquities, so try to find the, how you call this,
Spat. Chaps.
These are chaps.
Chaps?
yeah, the white things over there.
Oh, no,
Spat.
I don't know the name, but I know which one.
Chaps are.
We call polainas,
Spurs.
but I don't know how you call it.
Polanis, we call it that now
Well,
too.
so trying to go the market and see how that's made and try to find the texture. So I mean, I knew that would be fabric on the outfit, but the non-fabric, I tried to get close to don't get any distortion between the sculpted and the traditional. So,
No, but this and Daniel Bell's is still, everyone said, badass.
Yeah, you guys.
Oh yeah, your Joker is well received.
The hiding the crowbar, all that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they're
both are,
super
I think, have the different takes.
different
Also,
takes that both are
magnetic
pretty.
Exactly.
the creepy
But
and
so
dark.
different.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's great. It's
But
variety.
the Joker so there.
All right.
That is the
Let's go so we can let some other people in here.
Yeah, but this is, to me, is the best Batman
No,
ever.
This is right here.
Could be we had done all sculpted, but at that time was like we were talking about the mixing media.
Yeah,
So
and it's
and
sculpted 100%.
that was the second piece from Sideshow with DC. First one,
And then the
Sideshow
second one,
and this was the second one.
and they pair so well together.
It's
Well,
so it's so interesting to me that Sideshow went with a sculpted king,
That's the things. Yeah.
And then
but fabric on the body.
Yeah, but at that time, I mean, premium format.
they were
is
still
what
figuring
makes
stuff out back then.
Sideshow-
They were young.
You're absolutely
Right?
You're right.
They were young.
And we make this one, so we need to keep some fabric on it.
That's true. You got to keep consistent.
But for what exactly he told before, in relation with, we need to add some expression on
Yeah,
the cape to add an extra value. So, okay, we will have the fabric on the outfit, but
Yeah.
we need to get an extra, right? That gives some movement that
Right.
on the roof,
Yes.
some energy. Exactly.
and that's when that's when I think sculpted worked best because like you can actually control.
And that time, that was whole resin. So the weights
Oh
of
shit!
both was like, okay, that looks nice, but we need to rethink because that add an extra cost to the piece, and it's danger to shipping, and so it's something you need to be sure that all the collectors have some pieces safe.
These two pieces still I see in collectors' collection.
Yeah.
And
So
there's
this,
some
like-
people that actually rip the fabric
Yeah,
off.
I saw and resculpt some
Yeah,
stuff.
resculpted and repainted, and it's like, wow, that looks really good.
Yeah, but the things about the resculpt is because the full body was done like it was affected by real fabric over during the compression from the mask.
Wow.
If you do a real sculpt like he did with a Silver Surfer, that is perfectly,
Yeah.
and you put some lycra over, it will look weird because the mask still will stay there.
Right.
And have the compression.
It won't be compressed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we
That
need to be
makes sense.
sure when we was doing the figure to don't have any edge and have the
Depth. Yeah.
dips.
too
Yeah.
many depth.
To look like
Much
the
depth.
outfit is compressing the
Dude,
mask.
and
So
you can tell like
we did our test doing by hand, like a ugly put that suit, but put over and say, okay, no, we need to some more here, a little more here,
Right.
to be sure exactly to get that.
That's cool.
Yeah, and keeping the space, you can get some wrinkles there when you put the fabric. So
Yeah.
So here's a question for you guys. If you guys work on a piece, and let's say you're done, and now the painter's got it. The painter's gonna paint. Let's say they, I don't know. Let's just say Hulk, for example, the skin. You're like, as the sculptor, you don't really like the shade of green they used. You maybe a little lighter, and they're like, no, this is what I'm envisioning. Do they go by what you want? You go by what they want? What happens if you guys don't agree?
We fight.
Then what?
We fight.
You fight.
And then,
Oh,
the
you guys
one-
got a
the
cage?
one stand down.
Okay,
yeah.
Cage fight.
It's like our
I asked him for my fight too.
Cage fight.
because he does have some
last
sort
man
of
yeah,
body.
stand is the
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
We
yeah.
choose the right color.
I respect
No, it is. We paint in digital.
Yeah.
Then we send that as a reference. Then we look for different reference from other hawks
Yeah.
we have done before. And we talk with the painters, we talk with the project manager, with all the
Yeah.
people. And then we say, okay, yeah, maybe this is the first, or the perfect home. Then when you paint it, they paint it. It's, I don't know. For example, I have a good example about this guy. Casey Love did an amazing job on this one. But Casey at the time was painted these the lips a little bit purple.
Yeah.
And it was interesting, was nice. But
It didn't fit right.
it didn't fit. I think because the mouth was taking too much attention from
Sure,
the lips.
sure.
I was thinking maybe we can just put some more green instead of
Yeah, makes sense.
the purple, and then we try. It looks better, but I tried in Photoshop. I did a Photoshop version,
yeah.
so they don't need to spend time painting
Understood.
them.
Okay.
You know.
That's cool.
Of course, one thing is if you see a color in a monitor, it's not the same tone
No.
Right.
in the real world, right?
Right.
So some things you need to try, but they have a very trained eye, so they can see a color in the monitor or the cell phone. This is the type of ring you want, or But most of the time, better say, they would say, I think, I don't know, because of the color of the base or the assets, this type of green or this type of whatever is going to fit better. Okay, yeah. I mean, you are the master painter, so they trust your eye, trust your experience.
Can I tell you something?
Sure, sir.
This is my second favorite Daniel piece right here.
So are you going to do a live purchase right now?
Dude, let's do.
And
Hey,
he's been looking for it.
hey, I've been.
And you can get it signed.
Dude, he's been trying to hunt one for me.
You can take it home today.
You can get it signed.
I'm gonna talk. The thing is, I want to pair
overnight
it
ship.
with the Breaker Brimstone.
Yeah.
Because I really want to create that, like how he's down looking, like trying to so that he has that one face, and then Thor is like this. Oh yeah, sort of like. So like like you see how he is right here. Thor is perfectly matched to the height to the scene, so it looks like you could create your own Thor versus Hulk scene, and that was when I got the Breaker of Brimstone. That's what I wanted to do, but this one was wishlisted, and then Sideshow changed their wishlist policy thing. Now I wake up and I get the notification, but it's no longer available. Where before it used to be like you had a certain amount of time to purchase it,
like a window.
Yeah, a window, but they don't do that anymore. Yeah. You used
And
to
now
have
it's
that.
first come, first served. They send it to everyone on the wish list.
Wish list now, so like I've missed it every single time. But look at this, dude. Like, look at this. Looks like freaking plate. You know what I mean?
Took a lot of time, a lot of hours in this one.
But you see the plate, but then you look at like sort of the cloth or like burlap sort of material going here, almost like bandages. You got the straps, and the straps are painted really well that they pop and they don't go into the leather. It's just sort of like very well. They look like a buckle. Like each one of these look like a bubble. You got the little rivets here that stick out. You got the control device right there.
Yeah.
This looks. I got the Hot Toys Gladiator Hulk, and it's mixed media, but it looks like this. You know, this looks really good. It looks like that's why I started touching it because I'm like, yeah, this is actually sculpted. The spikes, the freaking look at the expression, and then you have a whole alien as the base with some other gladiatorial weapons. So like, this is another one that where it's like, if I get the Break of a Brimstone, this is what I wanted. This is what I want to pair it with. So I'm still working on that. But yeah. Any other stories about when you were doing this?
It's huge. Yeah, it is huge. Well, on that time, we tried different poses. I remember different expressions, and after many iterations, we came with the idea of I think this is the best pose for him because he's not just smashing this creature. He's like a coming. You know when coming through. He landed on top and just.
And it controls the vertical height.
Yeah, actually, you can see the eyes popping out.
Because he's squeezing it, it's
squeezing, and the motion of the chain of the thong, and the motion of these straps or whatever.
Yeah, you can look at Edwin Diaz comment. He said Sammy's been after that Gladiator Hulk for years, for real. Like the people who watch us know, it's like I'm gonna get this thing.
It's pretty huge. I mean, my hand is almost like his hand.
Yeah.
You're not a small guy.
No.
You're bigger than I thought you were going to be.
Yeah.
No, he said that. He was like, oh.
He's not that big.
Well, it's hard to tell from a picture.
That's
Or
true.
online.
But yeah, no.
Size on the monitor.
Right?
Yeah. Morning.
And now we got some, but this piece is it's just as good, if not better, seeing it. It makes me want it more now that I see it in person. It's crazy.
Remember when he's coming out, somebody asked,
Oh, there,
"Hey,
that
that
was
is so cool, what you show." It makes me think.
Yeah.
Martin and Danny, do you guys want to talk about that piece you guys got?
Oh,
cooking up
that
right
piece was so much fun.
Coming.
Yeah,
It's coming?
I saw the first time December, I think. It didn't at that time.
December.
Didn't like the live feature, and the other day we just saw the video, found out it was a live feature that he was like asking for, and said,
Yeah.
"This is perfect right now."
Yeah.
Oh, really?
In person, looks really, it's impressive.
And this is what I was talking
Not
about,
because
the
we were there,
flames.
but because we were
You-
there.
The way the flames and the cape is painted, it
Yeah.
feels like it has light inside. You like the Captain America and Martin
bullets?
the
Yeah,
bullets.
yeah, with the-
Right,
top.
yeah.
Yeah, they did an amazing job with this one too.
Yeah, because it's the fire, but the lighting of fire is going
Exactly.
over the face around.
Yeah.
So that gives the effect.
Yeah, it's like and so many things happening at the same time. I think this is a piece that you can put it like close to.
Yeah, you need to 360 to come and watch
A wall.
Yeah.
the wall thing.
It's
Or
a
put some
many things happening at the same. I mean, for all the statues,
Yeah.
some things are happening in different
Yeah,
places.
yeah,
With Easter eggs, but this one is it's a 360 piece. I think.
Yeah.
It's more 360.
and it's a piece where like you got the cards, you got the people they trading blows, but this is the piece that I've seen. I'm like, oh, those flames. You see, they're getting really improving on the flames because those flames look really, really good.
Jorge Villar.
Jorge Bashara.
Villar.
Bashar.
Sí.
Bashar.
He worked on the with the Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider,
With the flames and
what else?
we are talking about the flames.
Yeah, the flames. I can't remember all the
He made many other projects. He worked with Matt Black.
Spider-Man 1.
Yeah.
The
Ah.
weapon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great piece too. The Spider-Man Noir. Yep. I just gotta find the traditional Spider-Man first. I was hoping to see the Force perspective one you did here because they say you have to see the Force perspective in person. But the sculpt is everything I want in the Spider-Man. So
He
it's
hasn't
just
found a Spider-Man that speaks to him yet.
Yep. So I was like, I gotta get that one. I do got the I got the blue, the symbiote Spider-Man, and that's a cool alternative. But I gotta get my traditional one. All right, so let's. These are some classics right here. And this is the stuff I've seen in comic book stores. It's like I will never spend this type of money, and now I'm spending way more money. So I should have just got in earlier.
That's the Spider-Man I have.
Actually, I have all
this
three
is
of these.
really good
I have
one.
all three of these.
This is like
OG Spider.
this one is hard to
my
beat.
Spider-Man.
That's the issue with Martin. He
Yeah.
did all the OG things, So
Yeah.
it's so hard to
And now
come
he
after.
set the standard. Now everything that comes after him.
Dude, I just did something I like it. That's all. And
It's not that old. It is.
And this is
well, this piece was done in collaboration in relation with the idea with Tom Gillian, the
Yeah.
creative director of Sideshow. He
Look
was
at
on
this,
the.
dude.
On,
Look at this.
we were talking about
I
about
own
the,
this.
You got this one?
Yeah, I got all three of them.
You're not paying attention to you.
No, I know. Okay, guys.
No, like,
Marcos,
I'm listening.
me haces una mate,
Hey,
Marcos.
hey, Martin, no,
Un momento, por
Martin,
favor.
because what you're saying
Let them
and
play
actually
with the
seeing
statue.
it while you're saying it is because I know this piece. People started worrying about if
Yeah,
it's gonna lean. I don't
exactly.
think they had any problems with leaning
Nothing
like
happened.
that.
Because the metal rod goes all the way up.
Oh, yeah,
We
Show
think
me.
on that when we were doing the pose, and the idea was get the more
Look at that.
dynamic and
Yeah.
just one point things. Also, you can see the how you call this metal.
The column.
Yeah, column. Yes,
Yeah.
it's coming down from the explosions, and he's jumping through there, trying to catch the.
Green
So
Goblin.
yeah, Green Goblin. So this was a collaboration work with Guillermo Barbiero, the one who made the black one. The
Symbiote.
yeah, but
Dude.
no, that's
Oh,
not
the symbiote.
the symbiote.
The
Yes,
symbiote right there. Oh,
exactly.
really?
Yeah,
Because like
he worked on all the smokes and to make some basic structure for the body. Then I have to work over that and finish all.
I'm just
musculature
tripping out.
details,
I'm listening, but I'm tripping out because I'm looking for a Spider-Man. This
told you
wasn't
that's why it's
available.
Spider-Man.
Maybe
And
this is
it's
it.
like, dude, it's freaking like seeing all of this done really, really well and how dynamic he is.
And you still can find this for a good price.
I
on
think I
aftermarket.
will. I think I might just grab this one unless you guys could tell me that Martin Canale just did another one. If not, then I'm probably gonna have to hunt this one down. Because it like seeing like this is a Spider-Man, like I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice still, but this
don't
is
worry.
really
You have another one, but it's older than this one. It's from the trilogy from Spider-Man, Carnage, and Venom from the Olivetti style.
Oh,
The one who is on the wall. Yeah. You remember that one?
yeah, that's Shane.
Oh, yeah.
Shane,
That's real popular.
That's a real popular one. Because people know that I'm trying to find Spider-Man and they show me stuff. I was like,
Yeah,
dude,
that
that's
was
really
a
nice.
nice block of project because it was the three
Yeah.
relating one like a scene, right? Because it's all related with the Daily Bugle
Uh-huh.
building. So
All of that, yeah.
keys on
The Daily
Bugle
Bugle,
and-
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Dude,
Quick question from the chat.
All right. Because all right.
Question from the
Dude,
chat.
this is one that I've seen in
question?
person.
Yeah,
A
question
Yeah,
question in the
just a
chat.
question. This is for both of you. Are you two interested in working on silicone or working with silicone scopes?
So like me and him or me and him?
What kind of
Back off, buddy.
silicone doing the
Like portraits or
Like
forward one.
oh,
I mean, silicone.
any type of
and,
silicone.
I mean, I really would like to see how a piece done in a big size can look with the silicone because the flesh.
Silicone, the Superman face.
No,
Are you sure? It's not like a translucent.
there
No,
is
you
no
took-
silicone. Yeah,
No silicone.
No.
Okay.
They're talking about like sort of like
Yeah,
that,
the one.
Okay, more
That give
real.
you,
yeah.
the realism.
Yeah.
and
Silicone.
then
Yeah.
It's really amazing.
Uh-huh.
But it's a material you need to have a lot of care
Yeah.
with the dust, and the cleaning, and the sun.
Yeah, I would say if
So-
you make
Yeah, absolutely. That's what a
realistic,
lot of traditional collectors. That's the issue that we have.
yeah,
with
if you
it.
make realistic stuff, realistic like a real people,
Yeah.
like you know,
Like you, like a
from the
Danny
movies.
Belson.
No, like from the movies. characters
we already
from
got the
movies.
Silver Surfer.
Yeah, I know, right? We good.
Yeah.
But if you're doing
Yeah,
actors
it's
likenesses
better.
for movies.
Yeah, but could be maybe I don't know, weird to have a comic book.
I don't know because if you are
Character.
playing, I mean, you can do a Hulk. You can figure out this Hulk with
Mhm.
silicone.
Yeah.
That's true.
The textures
Yeah.
will be pumping up more realistic things. So
Okay.
something that is
That's true.
proportionally impossible,
Yeah.
but realistic about you are applying to the textures and the silicone, the translucent thing
Yeah.
is like making it live. It's like
Yeah.
when you see a monster on the movie.
Yeah, you can sort of get the sort of that,
Yeah.
that skins, the bulges and all that
add
stuff.
an extra
Yeah.
realistic.
I like that answer because
You have the translucent.
Yeah.
You can see through the ears, the lighting, or
Yeah.
the.
and they do a lot
color
of
of the
glass
nose,
eyes
exactly,
and punched
exactly.
hair and all that stuff.
But again, it's a very expensive because the silicone inside is a very expensive material.
What makes Sideshow so cool is that we can still purchase your pieces in this environment, in this climate.
Yeah.
Right. And that's going to add a lot of expense. But it's cool to see that you're interested in the tweaking and tinkering with it to see what you could come out. Seeing your imagination roll with it is awesome. This is something that I've seen in our comic book store as well. With this one, they didn't have this one more. This was like $550 in the comic book store. Yep. And I was like, I go every time, and I was decided between Hot Toys, and this would have been my first piece.
And I own it.
And you own
Hey!
it, right? This
All
would have
three.
been my first one.
Thank you so much.
If I'd have done,
Appreciate it. Again,
This is another. Is this a Canale as well?
this is a collaboration.
A
This
collaboration?
piece was
Talk to us about
already done, so I need when I jumped to this,
Uh-huh.
I did some proportions
Yeah.
adjustment because it was too realistic in relation with I already have.
Yeah.
So I tried to apply a little more distortions related
Okay.
with the comics, and I played with the textures. But the base was not done by me
Good.
myself.
But
Yeah,
this has you written all over it, like bulky.
yeah,
and like
exactly.
cool.
That is, yeah. The pose was exactly like that, but I just played doing some distortions in proportion to the hands, the anatomy in general, doing the both heads.
They pair
So-
so well together.
In fact, this one is like the classic. So the base on this one was done by the time art director David Ego. He is a big fan of Venom, so we
Okay.
play, and he was doing some digital stuff,
Uh huh.
some ZBrush. So I said, okay,
Yeah.
you know what? Do the base, with the Sideshow, and he will add all the textures, so you will have your version, because he's very fan about the McFarlane side.
Oh yeah.
And this is the
McFarlane.
McFarlane.
Exactly, and this is what drew me to it, because
So
McFarlane he created Venom, and it's sort of like to have that traditional in this form is dope. What makes you got two Venoms now?
Yeah.
What makes you decide on which texture pattern you use? Because they're both
I love more that kind of texture. This
like
is a little too noisy to me, but was what asked at that time.
Yeah, I
like something like you can read better, that is something moving, right? Something light over the body.
When you was talking about that with that piece, I know exactly what you mean now. It seems like
I did the same with the original one. Playing with that, the textures moving over the body. It's not an outfit. It's not an.
It's a living
texture.
symbiote.
Exactly. So it's impossible you get some pulse there, because it's not pulse. It's a living things moving over that can take any shape. That's the thing.
So I'm gonna leave. We're gonna end here unless we want to sneak and see your new Hulk before we get in here. Yeah. But before we leave this area, pick your one piece that if you get to do it all over again, how would you do it?
If I need to do it again?
Yeah, like just one of your pieces that we went over on the floor. If you had your chance to do it now with everything you've learned, what would you do to improve it?
There's no room for improvement.
No, that's the right one.
There is one that we don't show yet, but it's the original again. The OG.
Let's go over to
yeah.
The OG Apocalypse.
Yeah.
One of my first
Mr. Apocalypse.
Sideshow pieces.
Oh, the Apocalypse. There we go. So what would you do now?
I will try. This was based as well on the Ariel Olivetti.
Mixed media,
yeah.
Would you do
Full.
Full complete in a suit and a tux.
Yeah.
silicone face?
Yeah, with a crop
And a bow tie.
shoes. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
So this was based on his design, right?
Yeah.
He take his own interpretations, and I love his bulky style, his volumes. But I would like to play more with that inside the classical, right?
Sure.
X-Men style. So yeah, that would be
Maybe one day, since you guys do all the X-Men, maybe a new Apocalypse is coming.
Yeah, I wish it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep the finger crossed.
Yeah,
Right?
there we go. But no, that's awesome. Danny, how about you? Same question. If there's something out of all of the beautiful pieces you have here, there's always growth in your creative process.
Yeah.
What would you do to improve something that if you had the opportunity to do it again today versus when you did it, whatever year you've done it in?
Okay. It's funny because there are pieces I did many years ago.
Yeah.
That some part of some things I like it more, a little bit more. That sometimes I do something right now. For example, I was sculpting. I can't remember which character it was. I can't remember, but I was looking to Captain America, and I was saying, "Oh, what? This wood looks way better than the ones I'm doing right now. Why?" So I go back and I take a look and say, "Okay, maybe this is something that I need to not copy, but I mean take reference from that part, that moment. Maybe because at that time it was really into to put many details on this part, and now I'm putting more my effort in other parts. So it is something that is a back and forth, and sometimes is naturally that you grow as an artist and you have a better eye, a better, I don't know, a better way to do things, to sculpt muscles or compositions better, So, I honestly I can't pick anything that is it looks kind of crap.
I don't think anything. No. Anything. It was the best it could be at that time, but now you've grown.
That's a good point. That's the good thing is we were talking about Batman earlier, right? So the good thing is, okay, I did this interpretation of, I don't know, any character. For example, I would love to make a Thor more in this kind of museum pose.
Because you've done it exactly. You don't want it.
So it would be good, and now I can make it different because I can make it, I don't know, taller or bigger or bulkier or maybe just, I don't know, a different take. More Nordic, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So it is, I think it gives you the opportunity to, not just an improvement, but it's a different take.
Yeah.
Like the vein we were talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
It is, yeah.
No, that's great, and that's what it is. Because like you said, in anything, you're always growing. Sometimes I work on something, and I go back and be like, "Oh man, if I could do if I had this tool that I never had the opportunity to go, it'll make this more efficient so I can focus on something else.
Yes.
Or like you said, with the flames or the lighting, like you were talking about how you have access to better lighting. How would you?
That allowed to you to make something in the past maybe wasn't
Exactly. It wasn't available at the time. Now you have access to that. It's like, oh man, I would use it for this because it was hard to do it before. Maybe you had to do it by hand. Maybe you had to do it a long process.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that, it's cool. So let's go look at your new baby.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. Shout out to Marco. Shout out to Piggy. Shout out to H. Stats over there.
Hello there.
Right there. All right, here it is. Your brand new. This one was modeled after me.
I can tell the difference.
Right here.
This one was
You can tell he's in motion.
Take a look. Same red.
Same red, baby.
Same red.
Now the
On the morning when he
our 2% commission will be coming. The check's coming.
Yeah. We've got bills to pay.
So that's 4 or 5 different versions.
Four.
4. All right.
It's green. It is. I can't remember the names. But it is 2 greens.
Yeah.
One more plastic, one more.
One's with casual nerd. Hair.
The one,
One shaved.
One shaved. Oh no.
Yeah.
The gray one.
The gray one.
The gray
and
one.
The red one. Difference between them besides the style. It is. I think the modern one. It has some cold fabric ripped.
Yeah.
And the other 2,
So,
fabric.
what's your favorite out of the 4?
I love the kind of Wolverine style, the classic one, because I think the messy hair and that it's more the Hulk, that Neanderthal Hulk. I mean, I think that the brutal one. Let's say.
That is the one who have the fabric.
No, that's the other one.
Other one. Okay.
But the Grey Hawk is interesting as well because it has some orange color. The fabric, it matches the contrast, the goofy face. I mean, like a more like brutal.
So the Hulk is my favorite Marvel hero,
Oh, really?
and I think they're great. Like I really do like them. Red Hulk's my favorite out of them. I think it just with the gray on the shorts and the base and the red, it just the contrast. And I always liked his black nails and his black hair and the yellow eye. The contrast has just always been great with him. That would be so funny. You'd have to buy your own statue.
Man, that would be so funny.
In the face of.
So what?
Sign the base, sell it on eBay.
Behind it.
Let's see the butterback.
Look at shout out to your vision.
Oh,
Your
Vision.
Your vision. This one's for you. We're gonna get the back shot. Look at this.
Otherwise, you can't see it.
Yeah, I love the feet. Oh my goodness.
Right, the detail.
Yo,
Those feet have been walking.
that's like a freaking toe.
I always see.
You know, you hear something funny? It's my feet.
No way!
I
knew it.
Some difference.
I had a feeling, but I've never seen you toes, but I had a feeling.
I was saying my wife, took some picture of my feet.
Yo.
I need to take some reference.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because you don't have the beautiful feet.
You're not a foot model.
Check
There
this
you
out.
go.
You guys
It's good
get
enough for
a
Hulk.
piece.
Yeah, she said I'm not going to be fine.
So if I touch it, it's like
That's awesome.
I'm tickling you.
This is like
I'm tickling you right now.
You characters. You have the full collection. You have a Daniel Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the original idea.
Yeah.
Put every little pieces of myself.
And then you
A little
put your
piece.
own Danny Bell
We
style.
got his body. We got his hand. This is great.
Wow.
But there's some truth to that, right?
The hands are also my hands.
Yo! Look at this.
Look at that.
Of course.
Well, of course.
Got
Oh.
Okay, what's the statement? Okay, there you go.
So, the cool thing about this is that
Don't
the
make
head
you
small,
hungry.
right? If you buy multiple of them, you could actually put,
smaller.
I don't know why
Yeah.
you would, but you could put each
Anyway.
head in there, right?
Somebody did
That
that.
size
Yeah,
must be
somebody did
danger.
that. Actually funny.
Yeah. My favorite one so far is, what's the name of it? It's the almost with the almost like
The gray one?
the shaved head.
Yeah,
like,
gray
one.
the light.
small.
You
That's the
can
gray
see
one.
so much of the
Gamma-
veins. Yeah.
That's the gray one with the orange.
The gamma spots one is my favorite because the contrast of all of the colors on
shorter
it.
hair
Really,
anyway.
really,
Well, I think the gray one has a ball.
But seeing this here too, and then the trailer to the new Captain America movie came out. They showed some of the Red Hawk.
That's a crazy.
So that's cool.
So you guys know I don't care for mixed media, but I always say the good sign of a good sculpt is that the fabric looks like it's mixed media,
it
but
does.
it's not.
Look at the
So
little.
like when I have to
It looks
touch
like
it,
fabric.
it's done well because I'm not sure.
It passed the Shane test.
Yes. Oh yeah, I really.
You see how it looks like the stitching is coming up, even though it's sculpted. Like look at this. Look at this.
It's like
Right
busting through
Yeah.
stitches.
You got all that. There's no bleeding in the paint. It's just so good.
This is a fun piece.
When thanks of this kind of work on the textures and attention on details, we start doing more sculpted full pieces.
Yeah.
And but still keeping the idea of the premium format.
Sure, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because you know what's about to happen right here. That ground's about to be smashed.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or someone is standing in front of it.
It's definitely gonna get smashed.
You can see that he's.
Hey, we're recording here, buddy.
Shout out to Redeemer.
Exactly. That's why I'm interrupting.
Hey!
Take care of this.
Those cool nerds always. What up, Chicago Dark Side? We're gonna come talk to you guys in a little bit. Don't leave.
So I got a question for you too.
You're not leaving, right?
Sideshow comes
Oh,
up
don't
here
leave.
and says, out of all the licenses that you currently have with Sideshow, you could make one character from any license that you want, and you could make one character any license that they have. What character would you like to make? Even if it's something you've done, haven't done, something you've never touched.
Century.
Century.
Yeah.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah, Century.
That's so you.
No one's ever done a licensed Century.
And we already know it's gonna be modeled on your body.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Your
Look
hair.
at it.
Is that a question?
That means we know
Oh,
it's
it's
going to
a
be
statement.
very
Is that that's mine. Is that
No, it's a fact.
Century? Great pick.
The Century because it's a character that is not that popular and is interesting character. You follow
Absolutely.
with this guy, well not this red one, but I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And it's very powerful. To be kind of the
Crazy powerful.
Superman, the DC Superman is
Yeah.
crazy.
Crazy
Related,
Him and
kinda.
Hyperion are
And
like
he had
Superman.
this kind of alter ego, the boy, you know. He's,
Yeah.
kinda
He's nuts.
He's nuts. So you can do some kind of crazy stuff
Yeah.
with him.
100%.
That could be
And the
interesting
switch outs
character
would be
to explore.
crazy when he's changing. Like that would be sick.
Yeah.
How about yourself, Martin?
A Predator, but not based on the movies, more original take.
Okay.
So yeah,
Why?
because I love the channel. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's easy enough.
that's enough.
Hey, Jason!
Yes, sir, it is. It's enough for me.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
good.
Cool. So yeah, dude, this is STATUECON 2024 Collector Zone Sideshow. Daniel Bell, aka Little D, aka Double D.
Double D.
Lazy D.
No. You see, I stopped myself because I will never call you lazy.
No.
And we also had Martin Canale, the legend here, who was so generous with their time. We got to walk the whole booth. We got to get some insight from, some of the decisions that went into making something like this, or some of the classic Canale pieces that you guys know and love. And shout out to Sideshow for allowing these guys to come here and just hang out with us, right?
I want to say one thing before we leave.
So then, of course, and we're gonna give a big round of applause for Marco for putting all of us together.
Thank you, Marco.
Shout out to Marco. Yep.
So before we go,
Yeah.
yesterday we were talking, and I said, you know what's cool about these guys, the Sideshow guys? You guys come here, and you could tell if someone wants to be here, or if they're doing it because they have to. You guys are awesome. You take your time. We approach you. You guys come up to us. We shoot the shit. We have some. Like, it's been awesome. They're just one of the guys. Absolutely no ego. So thank you guys very much. Like, it's been awesome.
That was well said. That was
Especially you,
well
Marco.
said.
Especially this guy right here.
Yeah, legit.
These guys have been
No.
awesome.
This is fun. You guys both together are like
It's
what
a
makes
dream team.
y'all what makes Sideshow. It's the talent. You know what I mean? At the end of the day.
You guys are like the Lakers in the heydays when they were winning.
How about the Bulls?
Cool.
Fatal, you hear this?
Yeah, it's Chicago Bulls was my team too.
So what's cool
We're not
is
talking to you.
we get Anthony,
sorry.
and we get we get Daniel, and we get Martin. No.
Martin.
What I was gonna say is that we get Martin and Danny during the day, and we get Anthony and freaking Jesse at night. And it's like we were up late last night just talking to Anthony, and these guys have been awesome. And then we come in the morning, and then Danny just said, he said, I didn't forget about our interview. We got this. Like they come to us. They really want to do this. So we appreciate you guys coming again. And that's right. You guys check out Sideshow. Check out cOc. Shout out to my new best friend over there, Jason. Oh, Castor Gemini. Shout out to Castor Gemini. Ladies on the BBC.
Put some cash in your life. Put some cash in your life.
Do you love the BBC?
You know me.
That's right. All right, so and we got to give a special shout out to Al for filming this for us. From
Put your hands together for Al.
Digest. Give me this phone.
He gave up his time.
Shout out. Go over there with the boys. He was filming the whole time. Shout out. Yeah. Dude,
Yeah,
look at that.
this
That's
guy.
right.
We nicknamed him the Intimidator. Look at him. He's
Pushes me
fierce.
around every time he sees me.
Now we're going to be generous.
Oh, yeah, 24. All right, get the fuck out of here.
Shout out to EJ, Edwin Diaz, Stanley for asking the questions, and everybody, Atticus, everybody in the chat. We'll see you guys next time, later today some point. Peace. Bye. Dude, thank you guys.